So it is just over a week away, the Gavin Newsom recall election and the chance for a California revolution against the disaster of one-party rule by the Democrats. Joining us now, one of the leading candidates in that election, Caitlyn Jenner. There you are. We had a great conversation the other day on my podcast. We're going to be putting that out on Tuesday, I think. One of the things that really struck me, Caitlyn, just talking to you at length, was how you really got into the issues. You know, you've been going around meeting lots of people, and there's one particular thing you said about the border and your experience there at the border, California's southern border, and what that told you about the border problem and what you could do about it as governor. Tell us that story.
Yeah, first of all, I have taken a different approach than a lot of other people. I feel like I'm a candidate. I'm a moderate Republican, but I'm a candidate for the people. So it's important for me that I go out and meet with the people. Been to Venice Beach, meet with the local organizations. What's the problems down there? Gavin Newsom's never been to Venice Beach, and it's the #2 tourist attraction, and it is an absolute mess, but slowly getting cleaned up. Then I went to the border. First thing the border agents said to me, and now these are wonderful Americans doing a really tough job under very difficult circumstances. And the first thing they said to me was, thank you for coming down. Gavin Newsom has never been to the southern border. He's been governor of this state for the last 3 years and has never gone to the southern border. It's shocking. When we were standing there, because there was 6 border agents, there was a coyote on the other side, and the reason we were doing it there because there was a hole in the fence where the fence was not finished. All of a sudden, 4 guys start just walking across, come right through the border, walk right up to border agents, and they were from Brazil. They only spoke Portuguese, but that's our immigration system. We have to stop that. We have to, using state funds, finish the southern border. We're not going to have a state. We're not going to have a country if we don't control what's going on down there. And it's rampant. It's a disgrace.
Exactly. I thought that was it's just such a clear, specific example of what's gone wrong. And your pledge to just build the wall for the California part, finish that, I thought was just very clear. Tell us, you know, I've spoken to a lot of the candidates in the recall, and, you know, you have a pretty similar analysis of the problems. That's to be expected. You're on the Republican side. But tell us what's your pitch for why you would be the best at the job to replace Gavin Newsom? Why would you be the right person to fix these problems?
You know, when I came out to this state 48 years ago, I loved this state. And I've watched the decline of California over the last 48 years to where now 18,000 companies have left. People are leaving. We lost a congressional seat. 10% of the people in a survey in Los Angeles County said they're going to be gone in 1 year. That shouldn't happen. I have always been a Republican. Why? Because I have conservative economic values. But I consider myself a moderate Republican. When it comes to social issues, I'm much more moderate. I believe in equality. I believe in people's rights, individual rights for their own freedom. And much more moderate. Right now we have Larry Elder. Obviously Larry is leading the charge right now. He is far right. I don't think that's what California wants. When he first announced, my first thought was, I know his conservative approach to the economy, but I don't know anything about the person Larry Elder. And over the last couple of months, we're starting to learn more about who Larry Elder is personally, because those personal things are very important. What is his views on women's issues, LGBT issues, all these other social programs. I just know him as a conservative, far-right conservative. And to be honest with you, right now we have, well, it was at 53% of undecided voters. It's down to about 40% right now. Honestly, I cannot see Democrats voting or independents voting for Larry Elder. And you can't win this election in this bluest of blue states just on Republican votes. Me, as a moderate, I feel like I can bring Democrats in.
Well, we'll see. We've had Larry on this show. We're not backing any particular candidate. I think everyone knows where I stand on the recall in general. Larry, I think, just to be fair to him, I think he would say he put himself more a conservative libertarian, and he will absolutely have the chance to explain where he stands on some of those issues, as I know he's been doing. But Caitlyn, I really appreciate the way you've been getting out there and talking to people and understanding the issues. And there's a lot more of that on the conversation we had on the podcast, which I greatly enjoyed, and I really appreciate you joining us tonight. Thank you so much.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.